coming specifically I want you to answer. So yeah, I got a good little barn burner for you, so hold on one second. But actually, a lot of things they were saying, it made me think about a book we had on the table. We actually have our DVDs and some other books around relationships to sell on the table over here. It's a book by Dr. Don DeLava, by a lady, called She Makes More Inside the Minds of Female Breadwinners. And what she did is sit down and interview women who actually are the majority financial providers in their families. And since that's something that's becoming more and more common today, I mean, I had like looked through some of the interviews, there was really some mind-opening stuff, and I think that goes to show a lot about what the foundation of your relationship is based on too. And as men, we can't put all our value in being providers and being monetary providers. I mean, we want to do that, but still, besides provide money, you have to provide guidance, you have to provide leadership, you have to provide spiritual leadership. So it's different things. If all you do is wrap your mind around, I had to bring in the most money, when you lose your job and the economy goes like it is now, what happens? Do you feel like you don't have a place or a value in your relationship and in your family?
One of the things I want to add too, the Single Married Woman, the book that I wrote, that book was written based on the experience of women and relationships and people I've dealt with. And one of the things, a lot of times men, because of the economy, they have lost their jobs. Things have changed, and we have a history of women being more educated and sometimes making more money. And one of the things that I found in writing the book, it is not about the money or the stuff. And she's so right. It's about helping balance that relationship, helping out around the house. You can fold clothes, put the dishes in the dishwasher, help out. Make yourself, make it a relationship that's a partnership, not a one-sided. Just because you make more money or he makes more money or she makes more, it's not all about that. You can feel like a queen while making him feel like a king, and both of you are going to be happy.
Exactly. Okay, come on.
One more thing to add, real quick.
A lot of questions.
I know. But I want to make this balance, okay? Because I want to speak at it from like the man's point of view. I interviewed 1,000 guys, and 67% of them, I asked them about the finance question. And a lot of guys felt like if their finances aren't right, that they're not going to be ready to commit because they didn't feel like they had anything to offer the relationship. Those are true confessions from men. That's not from my mouth. Those are from guys that are saying, because we feel a little bit inadequate as providers. That's what innately we do. It's not to say that we can't do it a different way, or we can't balance, and we can't contribute, but ideally, you got a lot of guys that aren't committing to some of these relationships because they don't have any money right. So I'm just saying, as a guy, it really doesn't matter about money. I'm agreeing with you. It doesn't matter about money. We have to find other ways to contribute to the relationship.
Okay. Now, let's pass down. Kenny got a question for you. And this is when we got in. Actually, lady sitting there. I think she's in like Raleigh, North Carolina. She's sitting there and was like, "How can I get the answer?" I was like, "Come to the event." She said, as a single woman, 30 years old, who reads the Word, active in church, educated, no kids, I sometimes feel like church is keeping me single. Instead of last time we got the this time we got a and a I live a full life, but most of what I do doesn't position me to meet someone. This is all I had right in front end. I'm at home reading the Word, and while important, it's not helping any of us get married. I'm frustrated.
I'm frustrated for it too. One of the things, I was over the singles ministry at the Elizabeth Baptist Church for 7 years, and so I've been working with singles for years upon years inside of the structure of the church. The church is not keeping women single. Women are keeping themselves single when they allow themselves to be held in bondage to the building. One of the things that I had to communicate to our group is that you have to step outside of the four walls. Men are not parachuting through the steeple of the church. You have to be willing to step out and fellowship with other people. And so as knowledgeable as you may be in the Word, if that's your routine, and you need to be girded up, but you also need to be balanced. And so one of the things that we try to do, and part of my role over the Metro Atlanta Christian Singles Group, is to make sure that you step outside of the four walls of the church, you interact with other people, because you need to step outside of your church. And if you belong to a church where the pastor is saying that your husband is in this church, you may want to reconsider your membership, because they're trying to keep you there for your tithes and your offering, and not for the betterment of you as a person. And so don't get frustrated because you're knowledgeable in the Word. It's great to be able to spout out scriptures out the side of your neck, as many as you want, but we also need you to be relatable too. And so if your routine is church on Sunday, church on Monday, choir rehearsal on Tuesday, Bible study on Wednesday, you're back in youth ministry meeting on Thursday, but you're not exposing yourself to other people, you're going to have a significant challenge meeting people, because guys are not necessarily going to be attached to the building. It's okay to come out to events like this. It's okay to go out to where men actually hang out, which are where you can find us: sporting events, money events, and business events. And so if you want to position yourself in the midst of men, you go where men like to learn and engage one another: sports, business, and money. And so the choice is yours. You know, how are you going to align yourself in your life? You can't allow yourself to always be inside the church four walls, because men are not parachuting through there. And if your routine is work, I can't give out reality show to, I don't know who's up in here. Reality show, gossiping on Twitter and Facebook all night, go to sleep, wake up, and do the same routine. You ain't gonna never meet nobody.
Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, you ain't never gonna meet nobody.
Okay, so how do you hold on when your marriage appears to be dead and your spouse isn't willing to fight for it?
Did y'all